Interpersonal communication is something we do on a daily basis. According to skillsyouneed.com, the definition of interpersonal communication is the process by which people exchange information, feelings, and meaning through verbal and nonverbal messages. So basically, face to face communication. Have you ever taken a step back and analyzed the communication within a particular relationship before? In my opinion, it is crucial to understand how and why you communicate with someone in a certain way, whether or not that is your parent, best friend, coworker, or significant other. To get a bit personal, I finally came to realization on why my boyfriend of 3 years and I broke up. We did not know how to communicate effectively whatsoever. For the sake of this project, we're going to refer to my ex-boyfriend as Lucas. Lucas is a nice name. Anyway, through my experience of learning more about interpersonal communication, I found that there are 3 things you should be cautious of when involved in an interpersonal relationship. These 3 concepts include how you express emotion, how you exercise your listening skills, and how you manage conflict. For starters, Lucas and I started dating in high school. He was a year older than me, and I felt so cool dating an upperclassman. Everything was butterflies and fairies, and everything felt right, and nothing could go wrong, and we were going to be together forever, and then he graduated and we broke up because we couldn't explain the emotions we were feeling. The long distance got the best of us, and there were countless moments filled with irrational thinking and deliberative emotions. According to the textbook Interplay, deliberative emotions are defined as emotions that hinder or prevent effective performance. These type of emotions would drive me crazy as I thought of everything that could possibly happen or that I thought would happen without even talking to Lucas about it first. When you get upset with someone, a way to get rid of these nonsense emotions is to write these self-talked ideas down to help reflection on how you are actually feeling at this specific time. You will then be able to communicate what type of emotions you are experiencing rather than explaining your irrational thoughts to the other person. Along with not knowing how to express my emotions, I realized I wasn't the greatest listener either. In any type of relationship, there comes distractions and different schedules that don't allow effective communication. There is a difference between listening and hearing. They are not the same thing, and do not let anybody tell you that they are. It is important to be aware of mindless listening. Mindless listening is defined as reacting automatically to others' messages without much thought or mental investment. This would happen constantly throughout Lucas and I's relationship. It is so easy to get caught up on what you're doing and zone out on the others around you. Be sure to be attentive, respectful, and truly listen to what the other person is sharing. Last, but definitely not least, it is important to know how to manage conflicts between all of your relationships. Lucas and I like to deal with our conflicts differently, which is defined as complementary conflicts. Interplay defines this as when the partners use different but mutually reinforcing behaviors. When we fought, I find it personally easier to separate myself from the situation, calm down, and return back to it. Lucas, on the other hand, liked to fix things right then and there and made sure that we were not hanging up the phone until we solved all of our problems. Making sure that you're being mindful that there are differences is crucial. Sometimes not acknowledging that there are differences can weaken a relationship rather than strengthening it. One way to realize these dissimilarities are to force yourself to calm down for just that quick second and look at the problem from their shoes, from their perspective. Not everyone views the same things the way you do. If you follow these 3 simple communication steps, I am positive your relationships will thrive in the near future. So please, openly express your emotions. Always be a genuine listener, and be more understanding on how people never handle problems the same way you do. There's no better time than now to start analyzing your communication within your relationships.